Welcome to We Seek First podcast, where we talk about living life as a Christian and everything in between. We are your hosts, Takara,
Katrina, Latresa,
and LaQuinta.
Join us every week for a fresh episode. But today we have an exciting episode for you, so sit back, relax, and let's talk. Okay, so we have things that we love. You have things that you love. You share them with the people that you love and you care about because you want them to love the things that you love. We have things that we love and we want to share them with you.
Yep.
So we have a We Seek First Love It list.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be anything. It could be perfume. It could be face products.
Beauty,
Hair products.
care, food.
Oh, yeah, recipes.
Recipes. It could be even like bedding or just anything pertaining to your kids or pets, whatever it is. We want to put it on our Love It list and share it with you. So we'll have a monthly Love It list. It'll be on our blog. So for the month of February, you should, when we post this blog, you should start seeing things added to our Love It list on there. We'll let you know how much it is, where we found it. It may be different where you can get it. Your prices may be different, but, we'll give you all the details that we have. Okay?
So I want to go ahead and kick it off.
So
I'm going to start it off with a skincare product because I love pampering myself.
Yeah, you do.
Like we all do.
If you ever see me, I love my skin. I really love it. So the first thing that I would use in the mornings after I wash my face with a special kind of soap, which I can get into another episode, but I use the Thayer's Witch Hazel. It's a facial toner. Oh my God.
Is it good? Is it good?
It is so awesome.
It is.
I used to use just the lotion after I washed my face, but now I found that the witch hazel it's so moisturizing without leaving you with like an oily feel.
Greasy.
Yeah, because my skin is very oily. So I use the lavender. It's a lavender toner. Oh, y'all.
Okay.
Go and get it.
I have a question.
Okay.
I have heard of witch hazel, and they have different brands or whatever. What makes it special for Thayer's? Because I've heard of another kind from like Walmart, and people say that they love it. It's not drying or anything like that. But I've heard better reviews about Thayer's, and I'm wondering.
I use it as well. They're all natural. They actually looked a little bit into
what the difference
it.
is?
It's all natural, and they actually grow their own witch hazel. They've been doing it for years. I want to say it could be maybe 40, 50 years. Maybe it's could be a family thing. I don't know. We have to do a little more research, but they are awesome. And I also love a Thayer's product. It is their lemon blemish stick.
What do you do with that?
So it is a roll-on stick. It's for blemishes. And when I tell you, if you have a pimple that pops up or something like that, you just rub it on there and it goes away.
Wait a minute.
Within days. When I tell you, I must have at all times 2 of them at one time. It's awesome.
Where did you find the witch hazel as well as the blemish stick, and how much was it?
So the facial toner,
It could be
I get mine from Thrive. So if anyone
Thrive.com.
shops at thrivemarket.com, if you shop there, it is $7.99. It's for the 12-ounce bottle.
Okay.
It is awesome. Now, if you go like to thayers.com, it's going to be a little more.
It's also at Target.
It is at Target.
I've seen it at Whole Foods.
Really?
I'm not sure about
Whole
Walmart. It
Foods?
may be.
Yes, Whole
it is
Foods
in Whole
also
Foods.
has it.
Yeah.
And the stick, I actually got mine. For a time they were selling it exclusively to Target, and it was about $7.99 for the stick, and the stick is about a little under an ounce, but it will last you. It usually lasts me about a month.
Okay.
And any pimples that you might see under the skin or that's about to come, they will go away within a matter of days.
I promise you.
I wanna
try it.
Please.
I want to
It's
try it.
awesome.
I want to try it. Also, we want to let you guys know that if we bring something to the table, we put it on the Love It list, we will most likely do a review blog post. We'll let you know when we post it, what the product is. You go read about the review, how much we love it or hate it. But what I want to know is, because I'm interested in the witch hazel and the blemish stick. Do we want to actually add it to the love it list?
I say yes, 1,000 times yes. Of course, I use it every day. It is awesome, and you should try it.
Okay, yes. Katrina.
I am all for all natural.
Yes.
You sold me on all natural, so I say yes.
Okay. I think I want to do it too. I want to add it to the love it list, and I'll try it too. Okay.
All right.
All right. Love that. All right. So we have a topic for today. It's really, really interesting to me, and I'll tell you why. I heard another podcast. They were talking about something similar, and it really made me think, and I wanted to bring it to you guys.
Okay.
See what you guys think. So this podcast, they were talking about what they wanted to talk about with their younger selves. Okay, so before we really get into it, you may hear kids. You may hear cars. We just want to let you guys know that we want to sit down and just talk to you guys. Yeah. We're in our natural element. It is what it is. Yeah. I mean, he's 2, so it's like, yeah. But anyway, okay, so back into the topic. So the podcast that I was listening to, they were talking about what they would want to tell their younger self. Now, and you know, that could be a really sensitive topic. It'll make you cry if you really think about it. But I was thinking, I was like, well, it really doesn't have to be that way. But it made me think, I don't want to go back and talk to my 16-year-old self or my 21-year-old self. Because when you're 16, you're still in the house with your parents.
Yeah.
I mean, you really don't make your own decisions like that.
No, you don't.
But
we didn't.
Yeah. But and then also when you're 21, you're in the thick of it. You're already an adult. You're in it. So I want to talk to our 18-year-old selves. Okay. I think that's the perfect age.
Yeah.
Okay. 18 is normally around the age where you graduate high
you're legal,
school.
Become an adult. Yeah.
And it's right before college. Life is about to smack you. You're going to get smacked around and beat up by life. And a lot of people don't know what to do, but I mean, it's a shocker. What would you tell your 18-year-old self about 3 things? Men, money, and spiritual growth.
Okay.
I want to go first. I'll go first.
Wait. First, we're going to talk about the first one, which is men.
Okay.
What would you want to talk to because none of us are 18. We're
We're all adults. We're all adults.
18 years old.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm still young.
Well, I would just say to myself, it is not all about the looks.
Oh, so you're saying when you were 18?
Oh, yes. Well, no, I had blinders on. It was all about if you did not have that look that I was going for.
Oh, what look was that?
Okay, perfect would be, you got to be tall.
Oh, yeah.
You must be tall.
I still like a tall.
Nice physique.
Okay.
You must have a full head of hair.
Yeah. At 18.
That is so all physical.
Yes, that's what I was in that mindset. Some nice eyes.
But 18, having a full head of hair, that's a given.
There were a few.
It's a lot of men that are bald and they look
at a young age.
That's true.
Okay. But who's at 18 losing hair? Like, oh, my hair is receding.
But it was strictly that.
Physical.
Yeah. Physical, nothing but physical. I wasn't worried about your personality.
Oh.
It was all about the looks. And then I would get to know you afterwards.
So do you think that you would say, with the looks, you thought if he looked the part, his insides would automatically
equally
be what
as
it's
attractive.
Supposed to be. Yes.
It never crossed my mind. It was
at 18.
Yes, it was just looks. Yeah. All about it, nothing but.
I was like that too. Yeah, for like 2.5 seconds.
Really? I have never been about looks. Not that I just go around looking for an ugly dude.
Right.
It's just
I was like that too.
When I was in school, I it'll be a guy. You don't even think about him, but you're around him every day, and you get to know him. And he could have been the ugliest guy in school, but then you find yourself one day having a crush on him.
This is true.
Those types would be my friends.
Always been like that.
That has happened to me maybe about twice in my life. Like, because I don't really be around a lot of guys right now, but I know when I was younger, when I was in high school, I know I had a crush on this guy. He was not cute. Fast forward years later, he is still not cute. But he was so funny, I love to laugh.
That's
I
a seller.
He was so funny, and I don't know. I was around him every day, and I just started to like him.
Yeah,
I think everybody has their model man in their head, especially when they're young.
That's true.
But if you talk to a lot of married people, their husband or wife was not their type.
That is true.
And
they're not a 10.
Ended up falling in love.
Right.
That is true.
I was attracted to the good-looking man.
Yeah. Well, I mean, at 18,
there is no at that mind's out. It was all good-looking first, and I'll get to know you later. You know, I liked you because you looked good, and you
were.
But a lot of times that don't work.
It does.
Yeah.
A lot of the cute guys, and you get them when they're cute, they end up being not so cute in the inside.
Oh yeah,
that's true.
So but cute don't even matter.
But actually, it didn't matter at 18 because you can't see further than what your eyes can see. It's like if you look good, you'll automatically magically turn into this magical man that's gonna do right. That never happens.
Actually, when I was 18, I was the same way, but to be honest, I still care about looks. I know
I don't care about it.
No, like
it's not.
Let's just. I'll just say.
It's not
an example would be like if let's just say if I was in a grocery store and a guy came and approached me, if he was not attractive, he would get turned down. Point blank.
Of course.
I'm not like that.
I am so like that. You have got to look.
I agree.
Well, you have
it depends on the degree
because you don't know the
not
person.
Looking good.
You do need
a
factor.
If you like scary, don't look good, then of course I'm like no. But there are plenty of guys that is not actually considered cute or
the
typical,
but they're not that bad.
Right.
Yeah.
I agree.
And if you present or come to me and you're funny and I'm laughing and I'm like, oh my good, he's nice.
I agree. You need a factor when it comes to that. There has to be
I'm
something.
Sorry, y'all.
Your bane.
I'm sorry, and I can't help it, but I need you to look right. Like I need to enjoy looking into your face.
But what if he's not
first
cute?
Meeting?
But
he doesn't have to be
normal, like not
model cute.
And that's not even. I don't want like a so just overly beautiful. No,
so he just can't be ugly in your eyes.
Right. I don't. He can be. You know. Just,
but I've experienced a lot of times. They may be ugly at first, but when you start to like them and all of that, they don't look bad at all. True. You'll think he is the finest thing in the world.
That's true.
Okay,
to everybody else, is like, ugh.
But what I have noticed, and I know everyone here has noticed it too, when you're in the grocery store or you're at the mall or you're at a concert, anything, you see the most beautiful or most handsome person with the ugliest or the most unattractive thing. And they will sit for years through abuse, through cheating, through lie. It doesn't even matter what the other person does. This beautiful person will sit there with this ugly thing for years and they're like, no, but they were in love. Yeah. I feel like at 18, that's what people do when they base things on looks. They'll go, you look good, and
they'll endure
all the other girls want you, but I have you.
But
when you go home, you get beat.
Exactly.
But they'll stay because it's like they have the prize in everybody else's eyes.
This is true.
It looks good on the outside.
This is true.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. But the perfect example would be like a Jay-Z and a Beyonce. And even actually Beyonce even said that he was cheating on her. They wrote a song about it. Jay-Z was saying that he was cheating on her. I mean, the most beautiful person can't make someone want to act right in a relationship.
Yeah.
But my question is it worth it to stay so long, no matter how beautiful, how handsome, how successful, how everything is up for you? Mm-hmm. But then this other person, they may look good on the outside, but they're ugly on the inside. And a lot of beautiful women will go and get these ugly men that are clearly not worth it. Mm-hmm. I think it's not. I think that they should let it go. Mm-hmm. But at 18, did you think that? Because I'll tell you, when I was 18, we're in love. I can make it. I can change him.
You can fix him.
Oh, you always think you can change.
No, really. Yeah. No, he's really not like that with me. He's like that with you guys because you guys don't know him.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Yeah.
I looked better and could get better. But it was like, no, we're in love. It was an excuse. Mm-hmm. But I think that's what 18-year-old minds do. Because now,
I think a lot of 18-year-olds, especially if you've been sheltered in your parents' house, not allowed to have a boyfriend or whatever. I think you're not really looking for somebody in the long run. That's how I was. When I was 18,
just to have fun.
I was in college, and if there's a guy, he's interested, I'm like, oh, he's cute, I'll date him. But I really didn't see a future with him. Mm-hmm. And I even said out of my own mouth, like, I wouldn't marry him.
Yeah.
But you just did it for fun, like dated, like, oh, I have a boyfriend.
Mm-hmm. But you wouldn't have stayed. You wouldn't have stayed and put up with anything. You were like, look, you can be replaced.
Well, no, to me, if you're not, especially if you're not in love, I mean, you're not going to come treat me like trash and I don't even love, like, really?
Okay, but did it matter that the person looked really, really good to you? And, okay, so, like, this person, he looked really good and you're like, I wouldn't marry you, but, I mean, you look good, though. And it's like, oh, what if he slipped up and it's like, oh, he was, like, checking out another girl in front of you or something like that? Would you let it slide because he looked good and you wanted to keep the status of the relationship?
I would have.
Oh, no.
I definitely would have.
Or would you be like, no, you can be replaced. I don't care how good you look. I'll get another one.
Yeah, I wouldn't put up with that. No,
I would have.
You will
at 18.
Oh no,
at 18.
That is one thing. No, I did not.
I would have put up with
18.
18. No,
I
that
think
was
it
something
depends
that
on
was.
the person.
I think it does too. And me personally, if you guys know me, I'm just a little insecure, and I think that I was worse at 18, way worse than I am now, and I would have definitely put up with. Oh, well, he was just looking at a girl. I mean, we all do it. It's not that serious. I would have looked over and be like, because he looked so good to me.
Yeah, you would have been replaced. I'm too good for that. I will not ever put up with that. No, that's what I was in my mindset. It's like, I am the prize. You are lucky to have me.
Okay. That's right.
That was my mindset.
From young.
Yes.
I think that's the
it is. It's the individual.
But it's a female who is not used to a lot of male attention.
That's true.
And they finally get a boyfriend.
That's very
and
true.
he eyeing another girl. It's like,
put up with it.
You know what? He didn't do anything.
He didn't say anything.
Making excuses.
And I had a friend that was like that. One of my friends, her boyfriend was after me, and we were very close friends, and I did not know how to tell her. I was like, your boyfriend is
trash.
Pretty much. And
let me tell you, I could not.
Basically,
I could not tell
that friendship ended.
But at
there's
18,
no way.
It was I was
forward
actually
to
17,
now,
somewhere in that area.
Fast forward to now, would it be the same way?
Yeah.
What, with the friend?
Yeah.
If I had a friend and her man tried to hit on me, I would not say anything.
Really?
No.
But that's your friend.
Okay, would you stop the friendship and like take yourself out of it?
Knowing me, I would just avoid him and not be around him.
Oh, you would still be friends with the girl?
Yeah.
I would avoid.
See, this is the thing.
I don't know you. Girl, you saw me at Walmart. I'm sorry.
Why would you not tell? When you come to her,
you're just jealous.
Yeah, when you come to the friend and say, "Hey, your
say.
Man want me," she gonna be like, "Want you?" And it makes you look a certain type of way in her eyes.
Yeah,
I would not. Now, if it's another woman, I saw your man with somebody, at the movies. or something like that, yes, I would say something. But if it was me, I would never, ever.
Man, you know what?
Okay, what about a family member?
I would not say nothing.
Okay, that is no.
You would tell me if my man was looking at you.
No, I would not.
Yeah, I agree.
Wait,
tell
excuse me. Disclaimer. Tell me.
No, because what if you married to him, you got kids, and then I come and say it's like, even though
you're ruining.
He is ruining the family. It's like I'm a part of it. I don't want to be a part of that at all. I will avoid him. I would not say anything.
But
that's horrible.
Okay, but if that's your brother-in-law, you cannot avoid him.
You can.
Because
you can.
No,
yes.
We do so many family functions.
We do.
And games
Church
and
together.
Thanksgiving and church.
And he
let me
knows
tell you,
that you saw him.
You can avoid him.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Okay,
No.
but it would be awkward because think about.
Glad I know.
I know, right? Think about the sister. She's like, oh my gosh, I just love my man so much. Oh my gosh, he's the best. And in the back of your mind, you're like,
he's trash.
He's trash.
Yep.
Yes.
But and then it's like when I tell you this about to ruin your marriage, your household. I would at least say something like, "Look,
but
leave me alone. Or I'm gonna tell my sister."
No,
whatever.
they need to be aware though. She's thinking that everything's all nice and dandy, and it's not.
And then she's like, "My man would never cheat. My man is so faithful."
You done got divorced, and everybody like, "What happened, girl?" He was looking at my sister. He wanted my sister, and everybody will be like,
"Oh, well, you don't have to tell all that.
No,
it's none of everybody's business." He was looking at
we
my
just
sister.
separated. We are no longer
if
together.
any of y'all men
separated,
come to me,
divorced.
I'm just going.
Well, yeah,
if
a
you see
family
me
member, I
avoiding your
wouldn't
man,
take
you'll
that.
know
If
what's
it's a
going on.
sister,
Oh my God,
that,
Trina.
No.
I'm sorry.
But
I'm not telling.
We sisters, we here.
I know, right?
I love you, girl, but no.
Okay.
None of my business.
Okay, so how have your standards changed from 18 to now concerning men? Because we just discussed what you would do. Looks mattered. All of this stuff, what it was when you were 18, I probably would have still told that your man was all about face at 18 and now. But I do understand what you're saying. But how have the standards of everything, relationship status, what you would do for others, all of that, how has that changed from 18 to now? Because I would have told it then. I'm gonna tell it now.
Yeah.
In that situation?
Yeah.
Or any situation.
But any situation, because like looks, they mattered, but they really didn't. Because as you know, when I was 18,
you didn't care about that.
I dated he was named the ugliest person in school it was a unanimous vote.
I hope he's not listening. Hurt his little feelings.
Well, he know what he looked like. No,
oh man. Okay.
He was cute to me because I knew who he
you
was.
were looking at the
and we were friends before.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Yes, it is.
But we were friends before.
Yeah.
And I thought he was like, oh, you're cute or whatever. It wasn't about like looks like that. He was attracted from the inside to me.
That's beautiful. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, if we're discussing standards, do you mean what we would look for in a man
these days? Yeah.
So like, okay.
It's totally different.
Yeah.
Okay, so when I was 18, it's not about looks. It's not about putting up with his mess because he looks good or he has whatever. It's about his character.
I agree.
If your character
That's number one.
reflects
and values,
I say if your character reflects Jesus, we're good. We are good. Now we ain't talking about fake. I mean, I need it to reflect in front of me, behind me when other people see you. Like if Katrina sees you in the store, you're not eyeing another girl, and she don't have to come and be like, I'm not gonna tell Cara about this. I'm gonna, avoid him. No. We don't want to have those issues.
I feel the same way. I know, yes, I do care about looks, but
it's still a factor, but it's not
still
most
a fact,
important.
right?
Okay.
His character. I'm sorry. His morals, all of that kind of stuff. His beliefs,
yes,
very important.
just
His goals in life.
Oh, his goals. Yeah. What is he doing with himself?
Are you still living with your parents?
At the age we are. See, when you were 18, living with your parents, it's like, oh, you're being so smart and frugal. Now it's like, sir,
we're too old.
Yeah.
So are your parents sick and you need to stay with them to take care of them? Like, what's happening?
Think when you're 18, like when I was 18, I wasn't. The goal was not marriage.
Right. I think that's
I just wanted to have fun. So I didn't care how much money you made or I mean, if we go out on a date, I ain't paying. But you know, can you pay for our date?
Right.
Yeah. I don't care if you was at McDonald's. I mean, we 18. That's how it is.
Yeah. That's true.
I didn't care about how you looked at life, your goals, or we just wanted to have fun.
Right.
But now,
it's so
of course, I mean, you're at the age where it's like, this is life. You have to find somebody that you can live with.
Or live the rest
and marriage is on the table. And if he's working at McDonald's, can you at least be an executive manager? Or
can you have
a VP?
Franchises?
A VP or a CEO.
Can you tell me, hey, honey, I have 3 stores I need to visit today, and tomorrow we have 5 more. Oh, my honey, he's taking care of
Yes.
And not that me specifically, it's not meaning that he has to be rich
or that
you need to be secure,
or that he's less of a man because he works at McDonald's. That's not what we're saying. You cannot raise a whole entire family with more than
with minimum wage.
And if you are at McDonald's, are you at McDonald's because you're a student, a full-time student?
Yeah.
Why are you at McDonald's?
Yeah. Or are you there because you don't want to retire, or you don't,
you
can't retire?
Like, because I mean, you can't be in your 30s working at McDonald's. McDonald's, that's ridiculous.
If you plan on having a family, and if you just enjoy making Big Macs,
I mean, do you? Do you? And I'll move on to the next one. You know?
I mean, and some people don't mind that. But
also, when it's time for retirement, all the kids are grown. They are out of my house. I want to have fun. Hey, honey, let's just go to the Bahamas. Oh, you want to go to the Bahamas? Yes. Okay, let's go.
Awesome.
Okay, but if he's been flipping burgers all these years, yes, you can save or whatever, but I'm pretty sure they do not have like really big 401k plans that are like. Know. I'm not sure if they do. But I don't think that their retirement plans are really thoughtful, and it's like we are preparing for the future at McDonald's, because
that's a job for
teenagers who are in college
and in fast food type. I mean, if you want to work that, fine, but to
you need
have
to
a whole
think about
family
more.
And be the man,
you
need higher goals.
You do.
Because that's not gonna work
for me. These are just our opinions. This is just what we feel. You don't have to feel the same way. It's okay. That's why we're all adults here. You have your opinions. We have ours. If you have something else to say, drop it down below in the comments. Comment on our blog. Please, let's talk about it. But another thing that we need to talk about with being 18 versus now, money. Oh, gosh.
You mean like, did we save it?
No. Okay, so when I was 18, even further back, when I was 16, I got my first job at a customer service type place because my brother worked there. But it was only because my brother worked there and my, mom and dad felt safe that I was there with him, working the same shift as him, and everything like that. So money comes in. When I think back about it, I don't remember what I got paid. I don't remember if I even got paid correctly. I just would, and I went and had a bank account or whatever. And really at 16, others would be like, oh, I want to save for a car, or I want to buy clothes. I just was like, oh, I just work. Like, because everything else
you were happy to have a job.
Right.
Well, but it wasn't even about that. It was just like I was happy to get out of the house and do something else other than school and
That's
church.
True.
So it's like the money that I had, I would just have wads and wads of money in my purse. I'm not spending it because I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere outside of work, school, and church. I'm not going to the store. I'm not going to the mall. I'm not doing any of that. And it's like, and then too, this was during the time where every teenager goes through it, where all you want to do when you're not doing other stuff is sleep. And that's what I did.
I think I was like that
Every
too.
teenager goes through that phase where all you want to do, and it's like you love sleep for some reason. I would be like, I haven't eaten in 3 days. I don't care. I want to go to sleep.
I think I slept a lot too.
I don't remember.
Maybe that's just me.
I don't remember
going
through that days.
We getting looks.
I felt like I was missing life if I'm spending it in the bed.
I
like-
slept a lot.
I
spent a lot
slept
of time
at
in the
night
room.
during the correct bedtime. Why are we sleeping?
I took naps and I spent a lot of time listening to the radio music. You know,
Me
the
too.
music that we couldn't listen to
Or
in
we
front of
weren't
our
supposed
parents.
to.
Yeah,
R&B
that
and,
music.
yeah.
Yeah. So I would be in my room. I would listen to music, fall asleep, wake up, listen to some more music, sing.
See, and you didn't even think about buying music.
No.
It was just like, oh, it's free on the radio. Boop,
Yep.
boop, boop, boop. Yeah, baby.
93
And you didn't even know what they was talking about.
Yep.
But that's what I remember. And it's like years later when I turned 18, I thought back and I was like, I could have had a brand new car with the
That's
amount
true.
of money, because I was making adult money at this job. I had unlimited overtime because my shift, it was a 10-hour shift, but I was working 12 to 15 hours because I couldn't leave until my brother left. He was a manager or a little bit above a manager, like he was over
a department.
A team?
So like the manager had a team, but like in each room for each company, I guess you could say, there were like 2 to 3 teams, and he was over the whole room like that. So I think that's how it went, because child, this was a long time ago. But it's like he would be there so many more hours, and I would come right after school, and I wouldn't leave until I don't even know. And then Saturdays, I got up so early, and I would stay there all day until past 12 o'clock at night.
Oh, I bet your grades dropped.
My report card was horrible. I remember sitting there on the phone trying to have my books open, knowing good and well I could not do it all together. But it was like, I didn't care about the money. My checks were beautiful, but I didn't think about the money. It was kind of like I didn't really care. I don't know why.
Well,
I didn't really care about money.
I didn't
at that age.
Well, we couldn't have a job. We were old enough to have a job, but we were a little different.
Yes, we didn't have a way to. There was no support in that area.
Right.
We wanted one. We could not.
We did not have any
to
support.
maintain a job. And
that
we
is
would get
very
fired.
true.
So
that is very true. We'll talk about that on a
much later. Yes.
I think when I turned 18, I was in a totally different space.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I graduated at 17. I never had a job.
Oh,
I got my
you
first
were out of
job.
high school.
Yeah. I got my first job at a grocery store when I was 17, and then a couple months later I turned 18. But I was making $5.15, which is
that is
good bad. But I had a car that I had to pay for. I think I had like a cell phone, but I was still living at home for a little bit, and I felt like I was rich. I worked 40 hours, $5.15, and I was able to pay for my car, my cell phone, gas, whatever. But then when I went to college, of course, you have stuff to pay for in college.
Right.
We got an apartment with my friends.
Oh, yeah.
And the whole time I was working when I was 18, like, I got broke.
Yeah.
Like, all the way broke. I didn't waste money.
Right.
I had so many bills that I didn't have time to waste money.
Oh, my gosh.
So there was no
I
saving.
remember that.
Yeah.
But after you left and went to college and moved in the apartment, I went to work for the same job actually I was 19, but when I look back, I was making $5.50, which was way less than what I was at 16. But I don't remember what I did with that money. I'm like, did I get a cell phone? Did I have a cell phone at 6? No, I think I did, but I don't think I paid. Like, I don't remember what I did. Like, what was I doing with my life?
Ago. I remember at 18 when I went to college, I got 2 jobs.
Okay.
I was at home. I was done with school. I was like, school where? What's that? Well, I don't even remember how to spell it.
Oh, yeah.
So I wasn't thinking about trying to be independent stuff like that. So the money I got, I just was, I don't know. Maybe I bought snack cakes with it. I don't know.
I didn't get my first job until I was 20.
Yeah, I think I was 19 or 20. Yeah, I was 20. We didn't go to college, so well, not at first. We didn't. As soon as we graduated, we didn't go to college.
I was
I think I thought we were 19.
19. You were not. I was 18.
Okay, and then you were 19. So we got our first
because I took a year off after I graduated. Yeah, I taught pre-K for a little bit, for like a year, and then I went to college. From online college.
Yep.
I didn't want to go. Have a car. Right. I didn't have a car. So
we did have to go on Saturdays.
We went on Saturdays.
We would stay up all night.
Yes.
And Trina would take us.
Yes.
And we would be deliriously silly in class and go home and crash.
That was fun.
It was.
But as far as like money, my first job was from home.
Yeah.
I remember I went and applied. This is so funny. I went and applied for a job at a bowling alley. And we had like a group interview. And then I was like, okay, I'm not getting this job. It was my very first interview. And then maybe like the next day they called me back and was like, okay, you got the job, blah, blah, blah. And then after that, they didn't follow up with me. So I was like, okay.
So they hired you and then said, you know what?
Right. Yeah. I think what it
was,
maybe the person they really wanted, they, I don't know, maybe they went back and got the person. I think I wasn't first pick. Couldn't have been, because they would have tried to get me back.
And two, it could have been the other person that they wanted was like, oh, I don't know, I have another job.
That's what I think.
So they were like, oh, well, let's have a backup of LaQuinta.
I think that's what happened.
Why didn't they call and say, oh, LaQuinta, I'm sorry.
I know.
They did. Listen,
what kind of company is
exactly.
It
was a bowling alley. He was like, I would call back and be like, so what do I need to do? Like, when do I start? Oh, well, the manager's not in, he'll call you back.
They changed their
They did that every day until I was like, after a week, I was like,
they don't want to hire you.
I'm not getting this job. Yeah. Then I went and applied for another job, went on the interview, bombed it. Didn't get that one. Oh. And then I tried for I was like striking out. Then I tried for another job, and it wasn't even a phone interview. It was like a form you filled out and you sent it back. It was like anybody can get this job, and I got it.
Same for me. We actually worked for the same company. I think 2 months after you got the job, I applied because I tried to work for a phone company first, and I tanked the phone interview because when I get nervous, my voice shakes. And it was I sounded like I was singing or something. It was pretty bad, but I think 2 months later, I filled out the same form and got the job.
Yep. Okay, now I made a lot of. It was $7.25, something like that.
I believe it, yeah.
And they was like, okay, we need overtime. So it was Toys R Us. It was Toys R Us Canada.
Oh,
I believe.
I did Toys R Us USA.
And they needed overtime. Okay. The most you could work was 14 hours. I did 14 hours each and every day.
Well, so make that money.
I was banking. I had a lot of money, I didn't spend my money either. I worked from home. I didn't even try to buy a car. I don't know what I did with the money.
It's like weird.
I know you bought a camcorder.
Oh, you know what? That's what I did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. I spent it on my hobbies.
Camera?
I bought
I
bought a camera.
Yeah.
I bought my first
DSLR. We were taking classes.
Yep, and I started taking
at a college, a local college.
Oh, yeah, that's
right. So you actually put your money to good use.
It was like $1,000, and I had it, and I just went and bought the camera. And I still had more money.
See, that's what happens when you say.
Yeah, no.
You could have bought a car and stuff, but see, like, you put your money to good use. I didn't do that. I don't know what I did. I buy snack cakes. Like, I don't know what I
bought my own groceries. That's right, I did.
Mm-hmm. I didn't do that either. Can the money come back, please? Okay, so, we did a whole bunch of saving, and you guys did. I don't know what I did, but now it's important to me. Oh no. she did not say.
No, I still have that issue, and I'm very old.
Okay, so we were 18 when all of this was going on. I have no idea what was going on in my life. I was a lost cause. So I think that okay. So building wealth as single women. We're single now. At 18, it doesn't really matter. But as an adult, single woman, who knows when the right man will come? We don't know. We're just enjoying life. Okay, well, listen, even if you are out there, which I'm ready, but I mean, it's like I'm enjoying life or whatever.
I am too.
But
nice.
I think that it's important to build wealth as a single person now. For my 18, like I said, I don't know what I did with the money, but I know what I do with it now.
Yeah, I tried my best to save a lot. Actually, I do. I save every paycheck I get from my job. I save it. I bank the majority of it. So I pay my bills good. And then I put the rest in savings. So I'm all about saving. I mean,
good
it works
habit
for
to
me.
have.
Yeah. I don't do a lot of spending, so yeah.
So the differences with all of that is, as you grow, hello, I want everyone to hear this. As you get older, money matters, or you can't do anything.
Yeah,
especially with kids, you can't buy what you want to buy.
That is true. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into spiritual growth. I loved this one. When I was thinking about, when I was listening to the podcast and they were talking about other things, they didn't mention spiritual growth, but I thought about it because I was like, oh my goodness, spiritual growth is so important as an adult. Because when I was younger, it was my parents' religion. Now it's my belief.
That is so true.
You know what I mean? When I was 18, it was kind of like I was going through life. Child, I believe in God and stuff because that's what you're taught when you're young. But it's like to actually sit down and say, this is what I believe. It was my parents' belief, their faith, their thing. I had to find that on my own.
I actually had the opposite effect. I don't know. I feel like when I was younger, I was more focused, and I had during that time I don't know, my relationship was so close. It was much closer. I felt closer. I had given up. Y'all know I love TV. I had given it up. I said, no more TV. It is a distraction for me. I'm going to give it up. And when I did at 18, yes. And because I don't know, I got to a point where I wanted to be more serious, you know, and I don't know. I want to get back to that place. It was a good place to be in. I felt very, I don't know, my relationship was better. It was good.
Your relationship
I went through
with
a phase of that too. I think it was I don't know. It had to be after 18, maybe like 20. I went through a phase of that. I was like, all I did was read, study, pray. I actually fasted a lot. I lost like 30 pounds from it, if you guys can remember. So like, yeah, I don't know. I felt way closer to God, but now I feel like I'm bombarded with so much.
You have more responsibilities now that
I think
we're
that's
older.
what it is.
I think.
You know what? We helped them. By the time they were 18, we had already went out there and got smacked down. And so, of course, it was so spiritual.
You're right.
We were like, oh, my gosh, guys, don't do this.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, at 18, I was so focused on working all these jobs, trying to pay bills, trying to do all this other stuff. Spiritual growth was not on my mind.
It was
all.
not. It wasn't.
And even now, I'm very busy, so I have to make time for it. So,
oh man, see how time does with growth. From 18, we were immature. We were, you know, some of us were playing around.
Naive.
Oh, very naive. I don't know what happened to my money. I wish it would come back. You know, but with the age that we are at now, I think. To me, I'll say me, I think we're doing really good. From when I look back, like they always say, I know it's cliche, but it's like, I don't look like what I've been through. I can honestly say, I don't look like all of that stuff. Like, I don't look like.
Yeah, some people wear it on their faces.
I don't. I don't. But, guys, what do you think? What do you think about all the subjects that we brought up about what would you tell your 18-year-old self about men, money, and spiritual growth? What would you say to yourself? Don't get overly holy about it. Don't overthink it. Just like really sit down and think about the growth where God has brought you from. I mean, you'll find so many good nuggets in there if you just sit down and think about it, because that's what happened to me. I found some really good things about it and some good points, things that I need to work on now.
Yeah.
But also some things that I can really rejoice and be thankful for because I'm no longer like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we want to go ahead and wrap things up. As fun as this is, we want to go ahead and share the scripture with you guys. So our scripture, our motto for our website is Matthew 6:33. Now you can go on the website right now. You can read about why we chose that website. Why we chose that scripture. But basically it came from our dad, which really, he has always told us that you have to seek first the kingdom of God. We've heard it day in, day out, doesn't matter, from well before 18 until now. We still hear it, but that's what really,
our motto.
That is our motto. And it became our motto for life, because in everything you really do have to seek first, right?
That is very true. Yep.
Okay, so you guys want to read the whole thing for those who haven't pulled it up or those that don't know it?
Okay.
Okay, let's go. Let's read it.
Matthew 6:33, but seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you.
Okay, and that means men
or
money and spiritual growth.
Yes.
I hope you guys really learned some things. We talked about some things that you guys could, sit down, think about. It made you think, it made you laugh. Hopefully we did that for you. You can find us and our blog on www.WeSeekFirst. And that's on everything, on Instagram, on Facebook, on Pinterest. We'll probably add some more later on, maybe Twitter or something like that. You never know.
Yeah.
But reach out to us. Go on our blog, comment, give us some questions. You never know. We may do a question of the day, or we may do a Q&A for all the questions. You never know. For the We Seek First Love It list, go to the website, check it out, go to the place. Listen, if we love it, we know you will love it. Absolutely. So go to the places that we told you about, visit the websites, read our reviews on the blog, and get back to us. Let us know if you love it just like we love it.
We'd love to hear from you.
We really would. It has been great. We love you guys. Tune back in next time for episode number 2. Is going to be an even better one, right?
Yep.
Okay, we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of We Seek First podcast. You can find us on our blog at www.weseekfirst.com. Also, you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest at We Seek First. Remember, we love you, and come back next week for another episode.